Hello everyone, Joe Morton here for this edition of Positive In, a YouTube channel dedicated to putting positive in so positive can flow out in everything that we do in every day. Okay, so here's my thought for the day. Gratitude can change your attitude. And it rhymes. Gratitude can change your attitude. So here's my experience. This is several years ago. I was doing an Ironman competition. An Ironman is you have 17 hours to complete 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then finish it with a marathon, 26.2 miles. So I'm on this, I'm just having a bad day. It's one of those ones where it's just a bad day. It was really hot, it's pushing 93, 94 degrees. A lot of bike climbing, a lot. For an Ironman, it was about 5,000, 6,000 feet of climbing. That's a lot when you're doing an Ironman. Generally, they're relatively flat courses. And then the run was either up or it was either down. There wasn't a whole lot of flat at all. And I just having one of those days. I was grumpy, not my normal self where I'd talk to people. Usually by the time I get to the run, I'm enjoying talking to people. My stomach was all messed up. I wasn't ready for the heat. My stomach was messed up. And so, not to get into all the mechanics of it, but if you don't take in enough sodium and potassiums and your stomach doesn't start to digest properly. And so I couldn't eat anything, and I start this marathon. It's blazing hot out. It's windy and I can't eat anything. And so I just started walking. And it was embarrassing because it happened to be in Utah. And my wife was there, and my kids were there, and my parents were there, and my mother-in-law was there, and a whole bunch of friends and people were there, and I was embarrassed. I was like the worst event that I had ever done. And it was just rough. And I'm telling you folks, when you walk in 26.2 miles, I only ran a little bit, but not much. I had a big blister on my foot. I was just, it was tough. And I was going, it was starting to get dark now, and I just walking and walking and walking and up and down hills and walking. And I'm just grumpy. I was so grumpy. And then I'm coming, I don't know what mile point I was at, maybe 20, 21 miles or so, 22 miles. I'm at this point, feeling so low about myself, embarrassed, grumpy, and I see this lady coming up. I can't quite tell, something seems a little different, it's getting a little dark. Only to find out as I get closer, she has one leg. She had one of those prosthetic, one of those ones, I don't know how to describe it, it's got a curve to it. One leg. And here I am, complaining with my blister and the sun and my stomach's off and the wind. And she was so determined. And I was so touched. And shortly after that, I see a man, evidently part of the military, had a military haircut, big dude, big muscles. For the entire 26.2 miles, he walked with an American flag, huge American flag, holding it. Found out he was in the Marines, and I didn't know the details, but probably for some fallen fellow soldiers or so. And I'm complaining because it was hot, because of my stomach. I thought they were legitimate concerns. But immediately, I started to count my blessings, went into this gratitude mode, immediately. And I'm telling you folks, my attitude, just like that. Gratitude can change your attitude. And it was like that. And I started to get a bit of a spring in my step. Suddenly I meet another guy who's kind of in the same boat. We start kind of talking. We are talking positively with each other. We start running a little bit. Wasn't able to run a lot, but I was able to run, walk. I had more energy. I went through, and man, I ended up finishing, came down that row of people lined up, ready to give us encouragement as I finished that event. Yes, it was one of my more challenging ones, but one that I learned a great lesson on, that an attitude of gratitude literally can transform our mindset, can make us a better person, can make us happier. So these are the points that I want to focus on. Gratitude can help make us happier. Literally, we see life in a happier way. We become more vibrant. What is the root of vibrant? Really, it comes down to vibrations. I looked it up, actually, the meaning of vibrant. And it's talking about oscillating and pulsating rapidly, pulsating with life and vigor I love that. Talking about vibrations. We get our vibrations right and people will feel it. And you know that feeling when you walk into a room, the person's down, you feel it. The person's up, you feel it. And I'm telling you, gratitude can help change that vibrations within us. We become healthier because we look at life differently. Kinder. We become a little kinder. We become more friendly, more creative. So for you in the business world, for you who own your own business, for those of you who are looking to improve your work environment, what you're doing at work, I believe gratitude will help us become, because of all these other reasons, become more creative. We'll become more optimistic. And our businesses will improve. Creative, we start to see different ways of accomplishing things. So what can we do? Start each day. You want to know what I have? You all have these devices. I know we all have them. And in there, guess what? There's something called notes. Just this little thing called notes. And so what I've done is I have my daily positive affirmations that are in the notes. And I kind of tend to add a few things here. But I go through a lot of things that I'm grateful for, from my health, of course, first and foremost, my family and my wife and my kids. I start to go through it. And I'm telling you folks, when I wake up, that's what I do. And I encourage you to do the same. Everything from your health to the home environment that you live in, if you have a vehicle maybe, whatever it may be, your clothes, your food. Do this every day. Do it twice a day. Do it 3 times a day. You have a moment in time, just stop and look at it. Just look and start going through your list and add to it, because you're going to find that we are so full of abundance in life that we can't help but be happy. Try it. Gratitude can change our attitude and literally change our lives. This is Joe Morton here. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being part of Positive Air. And I wish you the best day ever. Thank you.